McLaren have launched the MCL60, named in honour of the 60th anniversary for the team. We've got new driver lineup with Lando Norris and new boy Oscar Piastri joining the team. Andrea Seidel left the team, and we've got Andrea Stella is now the team principal for this season. Now they've released quite a nice looking car, to be honest with you. It's a shame that we've got more carbon black around the car, but we've seen that's a common theme now with the new teams. Reducing weight is being the big key issue in driver on that, which is a real shame because I actually love the orange papaya cars. It's one of the standouts, so easy to spot on the grid. It looks fantastic out on circuit, so shame we're not really seeing that on this car. The design is an evolution of last year's car. It looks a lot more bulkier from the back, slimmed down slightly from the front. We've seen that on a few concepts now, where they seem to sort of slim down from the front and widen where you used to get the scoop sort of fattened up at the back now, and a bit fatter going higher up, which is a bit different from what I've noticed. Sort of the standouts on quite a few cars. It seems like a common theme, that one. The team will be looking to improve on 2022. They had a really poor season for them. They finished down in 5th place, getting beaten by the Alpine team to 4th. McLaren have got a massive history behind them, and it's a real shame to see them that far down the field. They did really struggle early on with a car that was really quite poor. They did get on top of it towards mid to end season, and they had a great battle with Alpine last season. But this season, I hope they are looking to hit the front. But it wasn't great news or great optimism coming out from McLaren. Andrea Stella saying he wasn't really quite happy with the car as it stood. It's not really what you want to hear as fans on launch day. You want to be sort of have that optimism and that drive to see have you got something special there. But he said there's still work to do. They're buoyed by some of the new parts in the pipeline that should be ready for the early part of the season, so that should propel them going forward. So they've still got work to do. Now they've got in the later stages of completing their wind tunnel and new simulators. They're also building a new manufacturing facility. So there is optimism that by mid-season or towards the end of next season, all that will come to fruition, and we'll see the developments then take a step forward. Really looks like it's a season where they're trying to build a gap and build that bridge and build momentum in for the next season thereafter, with all these components coming forth to allow them to produce a car that would really propel them to the front. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare this season. Not the greatest signs we've seen or heard early on, not like as fans, but let's hope this is a car that will really be there and fighting in the mid-pack early on, unlike what we've seen last season, which really kind of cost them in the Constructors title for last season. And it's a shame to see McLaren so far back. I'm so used to seeing them battling right up the front under Ron Dennis. Some brilliant fights with Ferrari in 98, 99, and even with Lewis Hamilton. Long ago as 2008. Doesn't feel that long ago, but it is now nearly 14-15 years ago. So they've got work to do, but they're strong as a brand. It'll be interesting to see how this car fares. It looks like quite a nice car. I do like the new evolution of the design is with the swooping colours on the side. I did like that, just neatened it up and a bit tidied that up, but a lot more black, unfortunately, than what I like anyway, especially when you've got a beautiful colour that they've got. You really want to see that work and stand out, but I understand it's all about performance and getting the weight down. Surprising how much this paint weighs, to be honest with you, that they decided to strip it all back and go for the light component parts. It shows how on the edge Formula 1 is. It's the pinnacle of motorsports, and they always look for the smallest of details to try and gain the advantage. But let's see how they fare out. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you in the next video.